I'm Sophie and I'm a first year student studying the graphic design and illustration degree at the University Centre South Essex, which is based at South Essex College. I took part in the Prepare for HE mentoring programme with Brightside in 2020. Last year I was working in a full-time administration role at my local council. I had been working full-time for almost 3 years after leaving sixth form in 2017. After working full-time for so long, I had become really accustomed to the 9 to 5 working routine and receiving a regular salary, etc. So I was a little apprehensive about going back to education and studying a completely new subject. I was also really worried that I would be the oldest person on my course and that people in my teaching group would already know one another. The pandemic created additional worries as I did doubt whether it was the right time to return to education or whether I should stay in my job that was a more or less secure position and go to university once the coronavirus was under control. However, I did really want to start in 2020 as going to uni was something I had been considering for quite a while. I was so looking forward to the idea of studying something which really interested me and a subject which I already did as a hobby in my spare time to gain the qualification needed for a role in the graphic design industry, as by this time I had definitely decided that my admin job wasn't for me and that graphic design was the career path which I wanted to take. The Prepare for HE mentoring project helped me so much. By the time the end of September came and I was preparing to enrol in my course, I felt so much more confident that I had made the right decision to go back to education and start my uni journey. My mentor had followed almost the exact same path as me in the sense that he had left sixth form, gone into full-time work and gone back to uni a few years later. So to be able to talk to someone who was once in the exact same position as myself was really reassuring, particularly as I didn't know anyone else who'd been in the same position as me who I could chat to. At the time, my mentor was also enrolling to start a PhD. He shared a lot about that with me, as well as his experience of completing a master's degree. I knew very little about these, but his advice has made me really keen on the idea of undertaking a master's after graduating, and I've already looked at possible postgraduate options. So the programme was also really good for sharing your career ambitions, your plans for the future, and talking about the opportunities that are available after you finish university. As someone who was working full time, the messaging platform was perfect, as I could message my mentor whenever I was available, which was usually of an evening, and he would always respond the following day. The programme is well suited for those that work or have other commitments during the day, as there are no live meetings to attend. Since taking part in the Prepare for HE programme, I have now registered to be a mentor with Brightside so that I can share my university experiences with someone and help them feel more prepared for starting their own university journey.